Just the other day, US Games was so kind to send over this beautiful deck. I am so excited. You guys just do not know. I have heard about this deck, and as soon as I haven't even opened it. All I did was take off the plastic because I was like, you guys have got to see my first reactions to what I think is going to be amazing. Just from looking at the box and the 2 or 3 cards I saw online, I am so excited. So again, US Games gave this to me as a gift for the purposes of doing an honest review. So I'm going to do a video review right now, and I'm also going to do a written review and upload it to their site. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anyone and everyone who might like it too. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. I will put a link to where you can get a legitimate copy of this deck at US Games underneath this video. I will also put my information in case you want to get a reading done. Please email me or hit me up on social media. And if you want to become one of my patrons, that information will be underneath this video as well, along with my Cashapp and my PayPal in case you want to give the channel a donation. And I also have Ask an Aquarius and ArchAngel Michael merchandise. So let's get started. This is very exciting. First of all, if you take a look at the box. Look at how it has that shimmer going on. Isn't that beautiful? Look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at her hair. Look at the details. I am very excited about this. Look at the sides. Here's the back. So in case anybody is interested, you can take a screenshot and get all the information from the back. Here's our side. Okay, that's our box. Now, first of all, we got a nice sturdy box. That's awesome. These are my favorite boxes. Anything other than the tuck box, I will take. The tuck box is the industry standard, and you will see a lot of them on my show. But these are my favorites, especially with the finger holes in the side. Finger holes for the win. The first thing I will show you is the guidebook. Oh, yes. The guidebook is hefty. Oh, my goodness, and it's in full color. Oh, they did not spare any expense. We have a full color guidebook with the upright and the reverse. And there's some astrological correspondences in here. This is a really, really nice guidebook. It's not just the, you know how we usually just get the little white book and it's like 3 words in it, but it has spreads too, guys. So there's spreads in here and a beautiful full color thick guidebook. So that is awesome. All right, so here is, there's nothing inside of it. At the bottom of it, the cards do come wrapped in plastic, so I have to relieve them of their plastic before we can get started. There we go. Alright, so now they have been relieved. The first thing we're going to do is, before we get into them, because I'm going to show you every single card, but the first thing I'm going to do is look at the backs. Beautiful backs. They're not too thick. They're not too thin. Ooh, look at that. All right, let's take a standard card. This is the standard size tarot card. So they are standard size. They're just a little bit bigger, as you can see. Just a little bit. But still a good size. Good enough to hold in my hand without strain. Now, the piece of resistance. I know you guys want to see these pictures. We're here for the art, baby. Let's see. Okay. So we see that there is no number on these. Is there a number? I don't see a number. Yes, there is a number. It's right there. We have a number and we have the name of the card. And we have some really beautiful artwork. As you can see, that foil detail, isn't that gorgeous? Seems to be all over it. awesome. And the first thing I noticed is that these cards have a lot of diversity. As soon as I opened it up, I'm like, wow. Anytime you open it up and you see people of color, like immediately, it's like, oh yeah, this is going to be good. Again, that same, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love that. That foiling is a very beautiful detail. This is a nice deck. Just the artwork itself. Look at all the, what's getting me is the detail. Look at the sleeves on her outfit. Look at the moon behind her, the crescent moon behind her. It's beautiful. This is the young lady that is on the box. I love her hair. She does not appear to be pregnant. Our Empress is generally pregnant. But I've heard a lot of hoopla in the community about people who prefer a non-pregnant Empress. I personally like her pregnant, but I don't really, it's not going to, you know, make it or break it either way. Like, that wouldn't stop me from loving a deck. She is not pregnant though. So those of you that prefer it, you got your wish. But she's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's on the box and she is awesome. Now look at him. Tell me that's not an emperor. He is gorgeous. He is chocolate and gorgeous. And again, we have that awesome shimmer effect. And look at the cuff that's on his arm. Again, details. The fur around him, his hair. This is awesome. When I saw this deck, I was like, one day, and I saw it a long time ago, and I was just like, one day, I'm going to review this deck. So as soon as they offered it, I jumped on it because I definitely wanted to show this to you guys. Now for our lovers, let's see our lovers. I really like the flowers here. And I like the fact that I really can't tell if they're men. I can't tell. I know she's a woman. I think she looks like a feminine presenting, put it like that, but I can't tell with the other person, so that's kind of cool. So basically you can see whatever you see, that's what's there. And then the beautiful foiling, beautiful. There's our chariot. And I like the point of view of these cards too. These are up on the person, so you can really see their faces and what they're doing. And interestingly enough, he's holding what looks like a wand. He doesn't have any leash though. There's no rein on the two animals here, but he is holding a wand. She is beautiful. Love her hair. Love her. Oh my goodness, this is an awesome deck. Love her outfit. Love her. Oh, it's beautiful. Here's our hermit. Very traditional looking hermit. I like how his outfit is falling over like that. That is a nice touch. And you know, they greatly succeeded in a number of areas, and the details are definitely one of them. The Wheel of Fortune. I like that. I like how it's a person. I think that's a person. I don't know what that is. It's a being holding the wheel. It makes me think about like some of the shows where you see these like watcher, you know, type entities just watching the earth or being stewards of the earth. Love her outfit again. Yeah, this is awesome. I haven't seen a lot of crones in here. The elder energy. The hermit definitely was. Definitely our hermit. So I'm looking to see if we have more of those. That's the energy I definitely enjoy. I like hermit, basically elders. I like to see elders. So far, everybody in here, other than, of course, the hermit, they look like they're younger people, which isn't a problem for me at all. But I do look to see if they have elders. So far, we definitely have one. Wow, look at her wings. Look at that. That is cool. And it really makes the water that she's pouring pop off. This is awesome. Here's our devil. Awesome depiction. I love how the people, look at them. They're not even chained this time. They're just staying there because something in them, which is what I see with the devil. I see the devil as being temptation, but not necessarily making you do things. Like, you could say no. You can say no if you want to. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. And this guy has a mask on. Look at his mask. That's very interesting. As many times as I've seen somebody falling out the tower, I've never seen somebody with a mask on. That's really cool. Oh, look at the star, honey. Oh, yes. The star is my card. The star is the Aquarius card. So I'm always looking to see. This is a beautiful star. She's gorgeous. I love her eyes because it looks like she's seeing something. And the star she's holding in her hand, that is really beautiful. Very different than the normal one we see in the Rider-Waite-Smith, but I love this interpretation. And this woman is gazing at the moon. A moon gazer. Beautiful. I like the stars in the background. This is going to be a very pleasant deck to work with as far as the energy is concerned. I feel like you can use this deck probably with anybody. I feel like you can pretty much read anybody with this deck. I also feel like intuitive readers will enjoy this as well, because we are looking mostly at the RWS symbolism. Of course, they've taken their own artistic liberties, which is perfect. But if you're the kind of person who is, you know, familiar with RWS, if you're somebody who is an intuitive reader, I think you'll see a lot in here. I love her. I love her size. I love how she's not skinny. She's a nice thick gal. She's beautiful. I love it. And again, the clever places they put the foiling. That's one of the great things I like, is looking for where is the foiling. This is the well. Oh, this is an extra card. I didn't realize it, but they have extra cards in here. So this is one of them, the well. So we're going to have to read and see how to interpret the well. If you're somebody who does not like extra cards, they can easily be taken out. But I'm the kind of person who will probably, especially if they're, you know, if they make good logical sense to me, I'll leave them in. Now we're going to take a good look at, ooh, the King of Cups. Handsome, beautiful crown. Love him. The Cups is my favorite suit, so I'm always very excited to see the Cups. Queen of Cups. Definitely giving me ocean vibes, which I really like for the suit of Cups. The Knight. Look at him. I like how the horse is on his shoulder versus him riding it. That's cool. Nice touch. Here's our page. Our page is paging. Okay. And I can't tell if the page is a girl or a guy, which I like again. I like that ambivalence. Cool. Now let's take a look at our minors. So we have fully illustrated minors. These are not pippish at all. I like that. I love the lotus flower. I love that. That's nice. It's beautiful. Let's take a look at our two. Beautiful. I think half of the fun is finding out where the foiling is. Seriously. Look at them. They're beautiful. Very diverse energy there. 3 different cultures coming together and sharing. It's beautiful. All right. 4 of Cups. Oh, wow. Look at our 5. Oh, my goodness. Poor guy. You still got 2 cups, baby. You just got to turn around. You got to turn around and see them. They're right there. This is a really beautiful depiction of the 6 of Cups. I love I love that. It reminds me of being a kid. And it seemed like when I was a kid anyway, there was always some random kid coming to visit their aunt, their uncle, their cousin. And you always found yourself outside playing with some random kid. I love his afro. Look at his hair. That happened to me all the time. My next door neighbor, her granddaughters, she had 3 of them, and they would come visit like once every 3 years. And it would be so much fun. In our neighborhood, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. Well, really the 80s. And in our neighborhood, kids still played outside back then. Nowadays, I never see kids outside. When I go to my mother's neighborhood and, the house I grew up in, I don't see any children. It's the weirdest thing. I get it, though. I mean, I guess, it is safer to be in the house, seriously, regardless of where you live. But I didn't see no kids riding their bikes, nobody jumping rope, nobody playing jacks. I was just like, okay, times have definitely changed. Beautiful. And look at the little kid. Oh, that is so beautiful. I love it. This is a very loving deck too. Soft, gentle energy. I like that a lot. Even on the cards that are a little bit difficult, like the devil, there was still a choice there. Awesome. Wow. They made awesome choices across the board with this deck. Oh, look at her. I love her hair, and I love women as knights. I think that's really cool. I have a couple of decks where the knights are men and women, because we always learn in tarot that the court cards can be, they can be men, they could be women. You don't really know. That's the thing. I always get the Knight of Cups. That is my card. I get it all the time. And usually it's a guy on the card, but that's my card. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. There we go. It's beautiful. So I definitely do not see as many, elders as I want to see. I would say that's the only thing I don't see. They pretty much were very conscientious when figuring out what to depict and, what choices to make. I like that a lot. Let me see. This is the 4. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that is so sad. Great card. I wonder if the background was black. This part here. I wonder what would happen if that part was black. If the images would pop off even more. I like the white, but then I thought about that because my white edges always end up dirty. And I know a lot of people who have been, they will edge their decks. If somebody was going to edge this, I think it would be cool with like maybe a lavender purple. And I might end up doing that myself, because when I have a deck, like I said, this edge with white, it almost always ends up getting dirty eventually. Not right away, but eventually. Because I always keep my hands clean when I use my decks, but it can't stay pristine forever, right? Here's an elder. So we do got a few of them. I've seen 2 so far. And here, this particular king here, he seems to be an elder too. So we do got a few of them. I like that. I really like that energy. Look at her. Beautiful. Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So I always look to see how she looks. Queen of Swords always looks fierce. Okay, so he is actually on the horse in this one. I love that it's a white horse. That is really cool. Oh, that's cool too. Look at our page. I think it's a girl, can't tell once again, so that's cool too. I like that. I like ambivalence. I really do, because anybody can see themselves in something. When it's the more ambivalent something is, it's like, oh, that could be me. It could be my cousin TT. I don't know. I like that. I like seeing myself in the art. It's easier for me to understand and, you know, decipher and make interpretations when I see myself in it. Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is a wower. Whoa. Yeah, this is the, I don't know. Every time I get a new deck, I'm like, this is my favorite deck. Every time. I'm like, okay, this is my new favorite. I swear. I'm definitely going to do a deep dive with this because I want to read the guidebook. Because I'm the kind of person who doesn't need to read the guidebook at this point. You know, I've been reading professionally for so long. But lately, like over the past 3 years, I've been reading my guidebooks, at least skimming through them. And I'm coming to find that these companies are putting not just interpretations. The interpretations are cool and everything, especially if you're a beginner and you really need interpretations, that's fine. But also what they're putting in them is a lot of wisdom, a lot of quotes, affirmations, sometimes different activities. This is really cool. Interesting. How those beings are over her. That's really a cool interpretation. So it's like, are they helping her? Are they tormenting her? Like, that's really cool. I like that a lot. That really took that took me. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. This is decent. Wow. Whoo. Poor guy. Ugh. Here's our King of Wands. He's a big guy too. Nice chubby face. Love him. Look at him. Yeah, they did a great job. They did a 10 out of 10 on this deck. It covers all the buttons you would need. The only thing I ever want to see in any deck is more diversity. This deck does have a great deal of it. It definitely is very conscious of it as well. It has the elders going on. It has some larger people, especially the world. The world was gorgeous going on. That was great. And it's set in a time period. To me, this looks like ancient times. It's not very modern, so that's cool too. I like that choice as well. I think it matches the artwork. I like modern decks. I have a lot of modern decks, but I think this look really matches the art and the energy that it's giving off. This is a beautiful deck. This is really beautiful. Four of Wands. Here's our Five of Wands. I like that. That's cool. You may hear some rain coming in now, people. It is starting to rain. In Costa Rica, when it starts to rain, everybody gonna know. You are going to know. I love how they don't shy away from seeing female presenting people doing, you know, on the horses, you know, stuff like that. I love that. So many decks have women just kind of sitting there. Like they aren't doing any actions. So I'm feeling the actions with these. That's the last one. All right, so this is what we have to do, right? We're going to go to... Remember I showed you guys there was an extra card? There's two of them. This one is the Well. And this one is a different one. And we're going to take a look at the guidebook to see what are the key words for these, okay? So let's pull this over, all the way over. All right. And just check out our keywords. All right, for the Well, for this one, the keywords, it says the astrological correlation is Gaia. The Well is the birthplace of ideas, inspiration, and transformation. All things are birthed from this creatrix, whose knowledge flows freely to those who seek it. Nurturing, opportunity, nature, creativity. If it comes up in reverse, it's destruction, endings, cold, and stagnant. Next one, this is the Artist. Astrological correlation, Orpheus. I think that was the astrological one they left out of the 13. I think that was number 13 of the zodiac. That's the one they left out. The artist is the vessel of creation. This card signifies humankind and shows when you need to open to the knowledge that is available if you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition and listen. Upright, visionary, interpreter, creation, passionate. Reversed, unstable, judgmental, restless, and greedy. So that was the last part. This is awesome, guys. I'm going to make sure to put a legitimate link underneath this deck, underneath this video for this deck. I recommend this one highly. If you're an intuitive reader, if you're a beginner, if you're a collector, I definitely recommend this. This is a beautiful deck. Thanks again to US Games for sending this over. And you guys come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.